I set out to make a Western whiskey. I love Kentucky bourbon, I love Tennessee whiskey, I love other whiskeys, but I set out to make Colorado whiskey, and I didn't want it to taste like Kentucky. I didn't want it to taste like Tennessee. Started in 300 square feet, and you open up the door and immediately right in front of you is a 4x4 square tall space. The famous button was on the side of that 4x4, the button to turn on the steam unit. And it's a home unit. It's got an automatic off, and everything was run by that steam heater. And so for 2.5 years, I reset that button every 45 minutes. But behind the door was the mill, and it was a roller mill that was powered by a drill. And underneath that, it funneled down to a chute into a rolling 50-gallon trash can that I had cut a hole in the top so that the dust would be very low. Before even milling, I had to unload bags of grain into that space, and I stacked them on top of that 4x4 shelf thing, and they stacked up there. And so doing that, I just kind of came back full circle to unloading, the truck of 50-pound bag sweet feed to here I am moving 50-pound bags of corn and rye. I didn't have a pump, and so everything was bucketed. So here I am with a 5-gallon bucket, bucketing mash into the stripping still or into the fermentation tank, and back out of the fermentation into the stripping still, and then the low wine coming off the stripping still, bucketing that into the finish still, and collecting that and bucketing it into a barrel. And so that was very farm-esque as well. I built a wall with a door just to separate the distillation process and the production process from the bottling. There was a table built where I used a foosie, which is a stainless steel tank with a little valve on it, and that's how I would bottle the whiskey. I set out to make a Western whiskey. I've defined it more lately of being big, bold, and beautiful, like the state of Colorado. And when I started making whiskey and being Western, that's what I thought. Write it like you stole it, drink it like you own it. My whiskey is rugged, refined, and rebellious.